Division PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. You're looking at the CSJ Fighting Saints men basketball team, and they'll be taking on Fisher College in what should be a great ball game to take in. It should be tight and intense. They've met once already this year. It was a 12-point win for CSJ on the road. But this is the end of the season, heading into the tournament. A lot on the line for both sides. And it's Seniors Day, so we'll have the seniors on CSJ's lineup acknowledged. A nice little ceremony to start off this festivities here. I'm going to go to the outside mic. We'll pick up the action there, and we'll also get the starting lineups.
Well, before this afternoon's game gets underway, we'd like to honor some seniors who will be playing their last home game here. And at this time, I'd like to ask that the family members who are in attendance please make their way down to the sidelines inside the court here. And as I call your name, please come meet your son out here on the floor. And then from there, after you meet your son, come up to half court, because Dr. Frank McGlory and our athletic director, Mr. Mark Thomas, would like to congratulate the seniors on the final home game. The first senior we'd like to honor is Mr. Rich Billy. And he'll be accompanied by Sharon Billy. Next up, Nick Loomis. Nick will be accompanied by Bob and Sherry Loomis. And finally, our third and final senior, Rich Ortega. Rich will be accompanied by Florida Francisco and Carla Ortega.
Of course he is.
I cried for 2 days.
Last time he was home one.
Congratulations to our three seniors once again. And now before we get to the starting lineup, we here at CSJ support good sportsmanship. We ask that all our fans please be respectful of all players, coaches, and officials. Thank you in advance. The officials for this afternoon's game are Mr. George Cook, Mr. Jeff Poole, and Mr. Jim Fiorito. And now, let's get to the starting lineup for the Fisher Falcons. Number 33, Oscar Brown. Number 14, William Brown. Number 21, Trevor Holmes. Number 15, Stephen Rice. And number 23, Lewis Williams. The Falcons are coached by Mr. David Lindbergh, assistant coach Stephen Kelly. And now, let's get this started for your Fighting Saints. From Cambridge, New York, number 21, Tyler Harrington. From Fort Myers, Florida, number 31, Louis Carroll. And from Manhattan, New York, number 33, Rich Ortega. The Fighting Saints are coached by Mr. Jim Grapple, assistant coach Chad Blitz. Your president is Dr. Frank McClory, and your athletic director, Mr. Bob Benetatis.
The seniors acknowledged. Nice ceremony. We've had introductions. Now it's time to play some basketball. And again, this is going to be a tight physical contest. Very competitive ball game between these two schools. Fisher College in the dark blue uniforms, trimmed out with the white and yellow letters. CSJ in their home whites. Rui Carmel will jump center against number 33 out there, Oscar Brown. And this game has a ton of importance for both sides as far as the upcoming tournament. And Carmel will get it to Harrington. Harrington, big guy that can play just about any position you put him on out there. Handles the ball well, shoots the three, can go inside and muscle it up inside. Bailey will start off at the point guard, and throughout the course of this afternoon, he'll be pushing on and off with Valdez. They're looking down inside, and that was well defended. They wanted to alley-oop to Carmel, and that was cut off. And well, you can see the speed in the front court, a little soft jumper, and it's going to be 2-0 Fisher College. That's Stephen Rice with the bucket. And again, that was an easy push down inside. Bailey will hold the ball up top. 35-second shot clock in men's college basketball. Ortega will take the first shot of the night for the Saints. It's going to be off the rim, no good. And there's the basketball. Sometimes it's hard to find it with that sunlight coming through the door at me, but it'll be controlled by Fisher College. CSJ coming out playing a man-to-man defense right now. Yeah, they'll settle it down, and all that chattering you hear in the background is that the Saints communicate defensively. Fisher College, the Falcons, will be up 4-0. That shot hit from the outside by number 14, William Brown. So 2 for 2 from the field start the Falcons. And again, like I said, a lot on the line for both sides with the seedings. Harrington with the basketball. They'll give it out to Loomis. Loomis is an outside bomber. He hits the three ball, and that's a defensive kick. That was kicked by number 23, Lewis Williams. The ball will go side out to CSJ. That's Harrington trying to bring the ball into play. He'll bring it off to Carmel. Carmel does his most damage from the free throw line in, but he can stand out and hit the three ball. That's Harrington's first three-point shot. It was no good. The rebound will be controlled by Fisher College. They'll push it quickly into the front court. Saints back very well in transition defense. Three-point shot, first miss of the evening, and it'll be controlled by Fisher College. They'll be able to wrangle down that rebound. That was number 33, Oscar Brown. So Brown with a bucket and a rebound on the offensive end, already making his presence felt out there. A lot of size on Fisher College out there. Up, and they got it. 6-0, CSJ down 6 points here, and it's early on. We played just 2 minutes right now. Officially 2 minutes are in the book. Bailey and company looking for their first points. Look them out to Harrington. Harrington looks down inside to Ortega. He'll bump, he'll back in, he'll fake, and he'll be jump ball. This will be Fisher College basketball. But that was well defended down there by Oscar Brown, number 33. Took the contact, held his ground, and then went straight up with the hands and got the jump ball. So the Saints looking for a defensive stop early here to stop some of that momentum that Fisher College has built up. And they kick away the outlet pass. They end up getting the ball off to Williams. They wanted to come all the way back around on a reversal, and CSJ had sealed off that side. Rice with the ball, number 15, and he'll go back and they'll just play toss and catch. Williams and Rice. 7 on the shot clock, and he's going to take a long three-point shot, and he'll be off the mark, and that'll be all Harrington this time. He got up, got the basketball, and they're looking for the outlet. And again, just like CSJ, Fisher College got back defensively nice, and that'll be off from the hands of Carmel. Good pass. Rui just took his eye off the ball, and Valdez, number 1, will come in for CSJ, and he will replace Rich Bailey. That's the first sub off the bench for Coach Jim Graffam, the head coach here at CSJ. Chad Bliss is his assistant coach. And Nick Loomis back there defensively trying to get back into the play and beat him to the spot. Nice job of just pushing on the afterburners by William Brown, number 14 for Fisher. And they're trying to dump it down inside, and Rui Carmel leaning. And again, Nice job by Carmel. Ball will be loose. Harrington will pick it up, and he'll find Loomis at midcourt. Loomis will cross the timeline, get to the edge of the arc, and then bring the ball back to Valdez. Valdez, more of a slasher to the hole than a three-point shooter. Carmel up, got it! Inside, Rui Carmel! And there's the first points of the ball game for CSJ, and it goes 6-2 now. Fisher College with the lead. They've got the ball, and we're still early action here. We played 3.5 minutes of the contest. Off-balance turnaround jumper, 1 and out. Carmel with the basketball. He'll hand it off to Valdez. Head up all the way down the floor, and he's surveying the floor again for that easy outlet basket. But again, down defensively, off the glass and in. Ortega time, and he'll make it 6-4. I'll say both teams getting back in transition defense. Very nice here early on. Kimball at the scorer's table getting set to check in for CSJ. Talk about three-point specialist. Kimball can nail an outside shot with the best of them in the league. Up and no. Carmel again, a 1-and-out trip. Things kind of leveling off now for Fisher College. He started off 3 for 3, and there's the steal. And he's got a man back defensively. Ortega turned the wrong way, and it's going to be an easy bucket for Lewis Williams. So it's going to go 8-4. Fisher College with the lead, and this is Valdez. Able to work off the screen to the top of the arc, and Ortega likes the three ball, and this time it will rim out on him. It'll be a 1-and-out for CSJ. And again, Fisher College, they want the tempo up. They want the tempo pushed right to the max. They're going to reverse the basketball, bring it inside the arc. That's a 2-point shot, and it won't get the second bounce. Ortega with inside position will tip it to Harrington. Harrington plays the 3 spot, but he can play basically anywhere. Handles the ball well. Great catch by Carmel, off balance shot. Didn't go, pretty to watch. 15 minutes to go, first half. It has been just a fluid first 5 minutes of the basketball game. Rice with the basketball, number 15. He's got a bucket on the evening. Nobody really lighting it up as far as individual points. 8-4 the score, and Oscar Parada will come to the scorer's table. He'll be checking in along with the rest of the CSJ substitutions, and boy, Williams from the outside just draining it. 10-4 is the score. Harrington, nowhere to get the shot off. We'll come back to Loomis, and he got fouled. Yeah, coming back inside the free throw line, they got him on the arm. Yeah, they call for the hold. So let's get the subs set here. Durkee is 15, Kimball 14, Parada 25, and Childs 5. That's all for CSJ. They've got a deep bench, and they'll use it. Coach Grafham's developed quite the rotation as the season's progressed along. Never give up on the Saints. They came almost all the way back from a huge deficit to Fort Kent, Maine here. That's Parada with the touch, Childs with the shot, and got it! 3-ball for Childs, lead down to 3, 10-7. Off the bench and into the game, immediately making an impact, Doug Childs. And he's gotten more and more playing time, and his roles become more and more significant as the season has progressed. Boy, quickness, a lot of quickness on the court right now. Shot clock down to 16, and that jump step, and nope. Ball will be tipped to Childs, and he's going to be having, Stoll took the ball away from Childs. The numbers are there. They're going to go for the 2-point shot and rim it out. Shot was taken by Williams, and this is going to be Valdez. He'll walk it up across the timeline, and that's where they'll pick him up defensively. See him keep the dribble alive until Childs comes up between the circles, works off the top of the arc. Durkee set the screen, shot up, good! 5 points off the bench for Childs. 1-point ball game, 10-9. Fisher College with the lead. They'll give it to the trailer on the play, and that's number 15, Rice. Rice will come back to Brown, back to Rice. He'll fake the 3, drag the foot, and get called for the travel. Good call by George Cook. Got a good officiating crew out there for what's going to be a high-tension ball game. Billy Fuel will come in, and he's going to take Valdez's spot. So the 3rd different point guard in the first 6.5 minutes of the ball game out there for CSJ. Fuel is an outstanding 3-point shooter. He hails from Arizona, where he ranked in the tops out there in 3-point shooting. Childs has 5 points, all off the bench. He's got 5 of the 9 points for CSJ. There's the cut. Kimball off the glass, too hard. Ball on the floor. Kimball will get his own missed shot, go back up. That was blocked. Kimball almost able to get it the 3rd time. This is Brown with the basketball, and he'll bring it off to Stevens into the front court to Brown. A couple different Browns out there, so I'm not stuttering. There's just a couple different Browns to watch. Baseline reversal, and got it. Lewis Williams with an impressive trip on the baseline, and of course you know what I'm going to say. Once you get the baseline offensively, usually good things happen for you. That's where the key to it. Defensively, you want to take away that baseline. Fuel with the dribble, got below the arc, gets it back to Childs. He'll light it up, and no! Kimball with another rebound. He's got 2 offensive rebounds, and he goes about 5'8". He slides it down to Parada, and he couldn't handle it. It was a tough pass to begin with. It had English on it, and it was at the feet of the big man. Holmes, number 21, checks in the basketball game for Fisher College. And that is Williams in the backcourt, number 23. Lewis Williams, isolated in the backcourt, picked up by Childs. Man-to-man defense being played by Coach Grapham. Holmes, ball fake, lumbers through the paint and was off balance on the shot. Here comes Childs with the push. Keeps his balance, takes it in, wants to dish it to Kimball. He'll ball fake, go up, and got it. I don't know how Kimball saw any daylight to even see the basket. 12-11, Saints down 1, and we've got bodies on the floor, and we got a foul being called. The intensity level was off the charts to begin with. Offensive foul called. So the Saints with a chance to take their first lead of the ball game with 11:48 to go in the first half. Rui Carmel back in the basketball game along with Rich Ortega for CSJ. Tell you, what's made the difference in the Saints here offensively was when they brought Childs into the basketball game. And Harrington will be coming to the scores table now. Tyler Harrington, number 21. Hey, remember at the end of the basketball game, we'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game during the White Birch Realty post-game show, and Childs will be off the mark now. And he has spent a lot of energy. Might be time for him to take a break, as that outside shot was way off the mark. That's Brown, shot up, long and strong. Ortega with a box out of Holmes, and Ortega will take the dribble and give it to Fuel. Fuel into the front court. Fuel on the arcs with a stop, pop, and not get it to drop. Rui Carbo will tip it up and in, and the Saints have a 13-12 lead. So after trailing 6-0, the Saints have been able to outscore their opponent 13-6. Well, see how Carmel changed the shot but pulled off the blocks. We wouldn't get the foul. Great play by Carmel. This is Billy Fuel. He'll give it to Rui Carmel, and that was just tough. It was at the big man's feet. You got to get up where they can make the catch. And great job of controlling the basketball. And then the defense played by Ortega. Holmes with the rebound, pounds it off the glass. No good. That will go on the third attempt as Stephen Rice will get the putback bunny. 10:39 to go. Nice no call. I know it's Oscar season as far as the acting awards, but that definitely was a dive, and they didn't call it. 21, that's Holmes called for the foul. And now Bailey, Loomis, and Harrington in the basketball game for CSJ. I believe we've got a timeout. Yeah, Fisher College calls a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. There's 10:34 to go in this first half of play. It's 14-13 Fisher College. The Saints have had the lead just one time. That was at 13-12. Excuse me while I get a drink. CSJ fell behind 6-0 early on. Took them a while to find their offense, but when Doug Childs got brought into the basketball game, number 5, that seemed to ignite the team. And it has been an up and down the court affair. Gotta tell you, both teams hustling, getting down the floor. And you can watch CSJ basketball on PEGTV channel 15, and you can get the scheduling information by just going to the website at www.pegtv.com, or you can give them a call at 747-0151. And Tom Leipold is the program director at channel 15, and he always wants me to remind you, Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock, he starts playing local sports all night long. Look at Ortega with the rebound. He'll lose the handle on it. Carmel there to pick up the loose basketball, and he'll go back over to Harrington. He'll catch, drive baseline, and they're going to call it that. Yep. That was a good call. I'm a big Tyler Harrington fan, but I think what bought the call was he put his head down and wasn't looking. It was almost out of control. That'll be Tyler's first fall, team's first fall, and George Cook put some moisture on the floor where the bodies fell and all the sweat came off, and he's just kind of soaking it up a little bit. George Cook, one of the finest officials in the state of Vermont. Cool guy to talk to also. Oh, he's a funny guy. So Fisher College with a 1-point lead and trying to add to it here. They got it to this side of the court to Rice, and they'll bring the ball back upside to Holmes. Holmes number 5 in the basketball game after that timeout. Baseline not given up by Harrington. This is a 3-ball by, whoa, Fisher College. That was Holmes draining it. 17-13, Fisher College with the lead. We've gone below the midway point at 9:46 to go in the first half of basketball. Loomis to Ortega, he'll line it up and Rich won't get it, but there's our teammate for Ortega there, that's Carmo. He'll tip it up and in. Boy, Carmo again, 6'6", but very elusive as far as being able to put a body on him and box him out. There's the entry pass to Holmes, the defense, and going to get called on Holmes as he knocked down, yeah, it's going to be a charge called. And Holmes will pick up his second personal foul. That's Hall in the backcourt trying to deny the basketball to Bailey. Bailey just released and went deep and passed it him perfectly in stride. So they'll set up the offense now, down by 2, 17-15. 9:13 to go, first half action. They'll go to Ortega. He came out on the elbow to meet the ball. Inside to Loomis. They want to post Loomis up. He'll fade, fire, force it. No good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Rice. Rice quickly into the front court to the top of the free throw line. He'll give it back. This is a 3 ball. Got it! Tell you what, they better find Holmes on the perimeter because his first 2 outside shots have been nothing but smoking the twine. He's got 6 points on 2 threes, 20-15. Ortega trying to answer a 3 for a 3, won't get the bounce. Carmo came inside, kept the ball alive, and it goes off the hands of Holmes out of bounds for Fisher College. It'll be CSJ basketball. So Harrington will be in charge of putting the ball into play, number 21. And they don't run the box, they don't run the stack, they just stagger the formation, 2 on each side. Easily in bounds to Bailey, he'll go to Loomis, no way to get the shot up. Defense rotated out on him and extended the defense pressure. Up and, oh, Carmo! Rui Carmo! Goes 20-17, Fisher College by 3. That's Holmes giving the ball up on that side to his teammate Hall. Holmes, as Saints have gone to a zone defense now. They play a little bit of everything. Little man, little zone early on here in this first half. Baseline, no. Gives the ball back, drains it. Number 50 is checked in, Daniel Nance. And I don't know how they could lose him. He's got to be 7 foot, 6'10", 7 foot out there, but there wasn't a body on him defensively. Carmel will make the catch. He's got a couple fingers taped up as he's got sprained fingers. He'll step inside and go, baby. Yes, it'll happen. Carmel teasing the crowd by getting the shot to drop. Hall fades outside the arc and hit the trailer Holmes, and that's Bailey on him defensively. Boy. Just Harrington didn't give an inch. Nance turns, fires, and no. He had the position down low, just put a lot of hammer on the shot and didn't have a chance of dropping. 7:24 to go in the first half. Ortega wants to drive, and he will, and he'll have a shot blocked. He'll catch his own blocked shot. He's out of the paint, back into the paint, gives it to Carmel up and in. Tell you what, Ortega and Carmel working extremely well together in this basketball game. It's a 1-point lead for Fisher, 22-21. Kimball getting set to check into the basketball game. I believe that's Valdez with him down there. You see him reverse the ball around the perimeter. And again, the baseline taken away by Carmel. Quick feet Carmel has defensively, and that's Holmes. He'll back up between circles with 11 on the shot clock. They'll run another play here. They want to reset the offense. Rice up and jump ball. Ortega ate him up for lunch right there. Which is fitting since his name is Rice. I usually don't do puns, but I couldn't help that one. Jeff Heiser in the ball game from Poultney, Vermont, number 10 out there, along with Kimball and along with Valdez. 6:39 to go, Saints down 1. That's the first half time. They wait for Harrington. He'll line it up, and Harrington, no. Rebound to Nance, and he'll just throw over the top to his teammate on the outlet pass, and he'll get it to Hall. No, I'm sorry, that's not. That's Holmes. Up and had too much time to think about it and got it. That's Oscar Brown with the basket. Lead goes to 3, 24-21. Harrington has no reservations about bringing the basketball down the floor. Carmel with it. He'll set for a 3, and no, he'll front rim it. Harrington had it, lost it, and the ball will be taken over by CSJ on the steal. It was Heiser that hammered the ball away, and then it was stolen back by Holmes. Great sequence of action there on the different changes of possession. Rice in the corner to Brown. He'll fade, fire, and come up short. Nance had it, and he might have it again. Valdez, the shortest guy on the floor, against Nance, the tallest, and Valdez will get the basketball. This is Kimball. He'll curl, go to the inside. Oh, what a shot. It didn't go, but just to be able to control his body in midair, change directions like that, it's just a spectacular athletic move. He'll set it up and pull it out. They're going to spread the floor out a little bit here as Holmes will have the ball against Kimball. And Durkee coming in for CSJ. He's at the scorer's table. He'll wear number 15. Up and no, front rimmed it. Harrington with a long pass to Carmel. He'll be up and fouled. 2 shots coming up for Carmel. I'll tell you what, that ball was airborne and anticipating Carmel. Beautiful job by Harrington, releasing the ball and getting down there. That'll stop the clock with 5:13 to go, and the lead at 3 for Fisher College. And at the scorer's table with Anthony Morales, he'll be checking in for Fisher College on the second shot, as will Durkee for CSJ. And Rui Carmel will make the first shot. Also, Lewis Williams, number 23 into the ball game for Fisher College. As Rice, number 15, no, Rice is going to stay in the ball game. As Oscar Brown and Derek Hall check out for Fisher College. So Rui Carmel, trying to make it a 1-point ball game, will be up, and no, he won't do it. Nance with a good inside position will get the basketball off to Holmes. See Holmes cross the timeline. Lewis Watkins will be at the scorer's table. He'll also be checking in with Durkee for CSJ. They got the ball on the side to Holmes. That's Kimball there defensively. Yeah, he asked for help, he receives help, and boy, a little walk, a little jump ball, and it ends up being a no call, and Carmel will take the wild shot off the backboard and control it to Valdez. Valdez. A little more patient this offensive set. Carmel flashes, they got the position they want and the matchup they want, and Carmel couldn't make the shot count. He was matched up against Rice. He probably had 7 or 8 inches on Rice, but couldn't get the shot to cooperate. That's Rice with the ball standing at the arc, and Morales had it, goes to Nance, and that'll rim out on them. They had everything they wanted. That was a good shot. It just didn't drop. 4:19 to go, 24-22. CSJ down 2, but they've got the basketball. They set a double screen up top, and boy, nice communications on the switch off. Ortega foul fakes, goes in for the closer shot, and Nance blocked it. Ortega so quick for a big man. Kimball, 3-ball for the lead. No. Long shot, creates a long rebound. Morales had it, lost it. Carmel with it. Will give it off to Harrington for the lead. No. Carmel tips it and can't control it. CSJ back defensively in position, and boy, who touched it last? They look for a foul called. Lewis Williams gets up, and I believe there was a foul. Harrington picks up the foul. That's his second personal. I think with the crowd noise, you couldn't hear the whistle. So Lewis Williams will step to the line, and he'll get 2 shots with 3:47 to go in the half. Whew, just a second to catch your breath. This has been a great first half of basketball. And he'll get it. That'll finally give a chance for Watkins and Durkee to come in. They'll replace Carmel and Harrington. So if you kind of rewind and flash back, if they could have got the substitutions in, oh my goodness, 3 minutes ago like they were trying to do, Harrington wouldn't have just picked up his second foul. That's a lot of Twilight Zone thinking, but just something to fill up airspace. The second shot by Williams will be no good. Watkins will chase down a loose ball and hand it out to Valdez. So it stays a 1-possession ball game at 25-22. Fisher College with the lead. Kimball being guarded by Holmes on the edge. Watkins will go to Valdez. Now they want to go to Ortega, and there's the drop down help by Rice. It creates the turnover. Here's the quick push, and that's got to be an offensive foul. That's a good call. That's a great call. Offensive foul, yep. Lewis Williams, what happened there, same thing Harrington did. He dropped his head, and that became an offensive foul. Actually, he was a little more exaggerated than Harrington. He actually dropped his shoulder, and Childs getting set to check back in for CSJ. There's the trap in the back court, and they'll throw over the top, and there's the steal. Wow. Offensive foul. Great call! Great call! That's going to be 3 fouls now on Lewis Williams. Yeah, and Coach Graffin wants to make sure Childs gets in for Kimball. And now they're going to Number 14 coming in will be William Brown, and he will take the spot on Lewis Williams. So again, just a 3-point game with 3:18 to go in the half. And finally, everybody in position, everybody all set. The women's game between these two schools was handily won by CSJ. Nice catch by Doug Childs. Great pair of hands. We'll go back to Valdez. Valdez will come off to Watkins. He wants the defender come at him, then he'll get in the air and throw the ball over the top of the defense to the elbow on the edge of the arc to Valdez. Watkins checks his feet, sets, fires, it'll rim out. Ball tip comes down, and it'll be in the hands of Holmes. Durkee on the floor, late joining the play. It's a 5-on-4 right now for Fisher College. That will be a basket. That will be a 3-point basket. They had the numbers advantage. There was nobody to rotate out defensively on the arc. 28-22, 6-point lead for Fisher College. And Valdez has his shot blocked from behind. That was Rice with the block. He'll get it to Holmes up near midcourt. Childs will get the foul. Yep. Yeah, Doug Childs will pick up the foul, and that's only the 4th team foul. It's a possession foul. Ball will go side out. So J.J. Holmes will bring the ball into play to William Brown. Brown, number 14, will be picked up by Childs. The Saints will go man-to-man right now. There's the screen. Childs went down below it. Nice job by Childs, taking away the angle. It's a 3-point shot. No. Rebound Ortega. Wants to get the push to Valdez. Transition defense already there by Fisher College. They're up by 6. Ortega and the team here needing the bucket. Ortega trying to set up Nance. He'll kill the dribble at the free throw line. Goes down along the baseline. Childs got it. 7 points for Childs. There's Watkins with the good defense on Rice. Great set of feet by Rice as he is able to just stay on his tiptoes and not get called for the travel. Brown with the basketball. William Brown. He'll come back to Rice. Carmo at the scorer's table along. No, he's the only guy. Okay, so Carmo at the scorer's table. He'll be checking in for CSJ. 3-ball by Brown. No. Front rimmed it, and Ortega able to use that body as to lean on the defensive player in front of him and create the opening for the rebound. He's on the trail. He's up for the 3-ball. Got it! Ortega time! 3-ball for Ortega. 28-27. Saints down by just 1. 1:18 to go in the half. And Fisher College will just play toss and catch on the corners. J.J. Holmes came out to meet the ball. He'll get it to Rice. Rice to Brown. Wanted to bring the ball back to the left side, and that was cut off by Valdez. Shot clock down to 14, and Ortega pressuring the ball along with Watkins. Up below the free throw line, and no. It was a good shot, just didn't drop, and Morales will pick up the loose ball. To Nance, up, and no. The little jump hook by Nance was flatlined, didn't get a lot of air underneath it, and it came hard off the back of the iron, and with 44 seconds to go, there's a 14-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The Saints down just 1. They'll bring it off to Childs as Valdez, number 1 that brought the ball up. Down to 18 on the shot clock. Childs wants to penetrate, and boy, contact everywhere. The foul occurred before the collision, or else it definitely would have been an offensive charge. But it's a hand check, yeah, a grab foul. Yeah, and that's why nobody's really arguing the call, because the foul killed the play. So what happened afterwards is irrelevant. And that's the 8th team foul. And I understand the okay, now they're going to the line. Everybody kind of lined up for the possession foul, but that's the 8th foul. That's the 1-and-1. Yeah, they got 3 men on the court right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6. Yeah, so Durkee's coming off the court. Now they get set. They had 6 people on the floor at once. Okay, so Childs set here for the first of what could be 2 shots on the 1-on-1, and he won't make it. Valdez up, and got the lead. Valdez got the offensive rebound. Shot clock is off. We're at 19 seconds to go in the half. 29-28, CSJ with the lead. Brown able to maneuver into the front court. It wasn't pretty, but he got it there. Brown goes to the floor, bodies flying, and Childs wants the foul called, and he's going to get a call his way. I don't believe it's a foul. I think they said it went off from Fisher College out of bounds. Oh, I missed it. There's a technical. Oh, he did it for me again. Thank you. Fisher Coach College upset with the no call. That's a technical foul. Oh, emotions are running high. even on the court, not just behind the camera. Yeah, so what was happening was there was going to be a change of possession. Originally there was no foul. Yeah, so Richard Ortega is going to take the technical foul shot, and then it'll be Saints basketball. With 6.5 seconds to go in the half, Ortega will get the first technical foul, and it'll be 30-28. He'll get set for the second shot here. As Ortega will be up with the second shot, and good. That'll push the lead to 3 at 31-28, and Saints will have the basketball back with a chance for another score here. 6.5 seconds to go is plenty of time. Now they're going to put a body on Valdez. He'll need help in the backcourt. They want to eat up the clock. Valdez will go all the way around, up, and it's going to count. Oh, it didn't happen. And Valdez will get up. You can see the reaction of the coach from Fisher College. And it's 31-28, CSJ with the lead. I'll be back with my halftime guest, Dr. Frank McGlory, in just a second. Halftime guest, Dr. Frank McGlory. Glad you could join me.
Nice to be here,
I've seen you up in the stands a lot, but we had a chance to talk to you.
Oh, we
this year.
enjoy being here.
Oh, it's a great game here today.
It's a wonderful game. Anybody in Rutland should be pleased to watch this kind of competition. It's wonderful.
Well, you know, I always push it. It's Rutland's college basketball right in the backyard. It's as good as you see, like Duke, North Carolina. The intensity, the coaching, the energy, it's right here.
Oh, no question about it. In fact, we love it because, well, we love it because we identify with the kids out there on the court. Especially this particular game, because we're honoring seniors. It's nice to watch them develop over the 4 years and actually learn skills that I think a lot of people don't appreciate. They look at it as a game, but from our point of view, there's just as much education going out on that court today as there is in the classroom. So it's wonderful to see them learn how to play on a team, demonstrate leadership, all of those qualities that I think are needed in today's marketplace, so they'll do well.
Absolutely. And actually, our season started off in October at the Hall of Fame. That they introduced, among other people, Megan Devine into the Hall of Fame. And
oh, wonderful! Yeah,
great ceremony, but it kind of kicked off our fall winter sports program. And kind of going back, look at like Megan and the other people, Sherman at that Hall of Fame dinner, how they've left CSJ and how their lives have blossomed out, and they're very successful.
Oh, they're extremely
on the court and in the business world now.
I think that's the thing that lots of times people don't appreciate up front, that basically these students end up being leaders on this court, but then they go out into the field, they get great jobs, they know how to deliver, they know how to work under stress, they know how to work with a group, and they end up very soon after college in great jobs. Like Megan, for example, is a wonderful example. I think she's working for Coca-Cola Company. She's in the Albany area. She's got a managerial position. She's delighted with the work, and I think in large part, she was an exceptional student, as many of these athletes are, but they bring it together when they work on the court. It's like applying what they've learned in their classes in a real-life context. They know how to compete. They know when it gets tough, what they have to do, so they're successful when they work. And you're right. Sherman's another great example. Sherman goes back a few generations, quite a few, but he's been very successful, and he's leading in the National Guard. He's got a great job with Social Security. He's been great.
Well, let's bring it fast forward to the present. During the fall season, I was out back watching some of the soccer take place. Great soccer action here. I noticed a lot of construction going along up the hill.
Oh, yeah.
We're growing at CSJ.
Yeah, we are. We're trying to move forward. As you noticed, over the last couple of years, we've added some sports, trying to do more in the area of baseball. We want to get a baseball field up on that plateau that you're talking about behind our soccer field. It's a challenge, though, in Vermont, as you well know. Depending on the winter season, depending on how much water you have, sometimes you're never sure if you're going to be able to play early on in the season. So a lot of our guys will start practicing inside, and hopefully, if the weather is decent, you get a warm, sunny spring, you have a dry field. Otherwise, we're out there trying to look for fields to play on. So it's challenging. Baseball in Vermont is a challenge, but our students love it, and our coaching staff really appreciates the sport, so we're glad to be able to do it.
Yeah, and then just to, equal time, Lori Serrani and her softball team, last year's defending Sunrise Conference champs, they'll be back in action.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I think, you know, that softball is kind of a sleeper sport in a way, but we've got some great women on that team, and Lori's a great coach, and you watch them play there. It was great. Last year, I'm sure Lori was surprised. They did so well. They went off to play in regional competition. It was a great, I think, a great gift to get that first year of coaching, see this team come together. It's really good.
Okay, and I don't want to hold you up too much longer. I really appreciate you coming down. But just information in general, people can go to the website. I'm sure you have that website for them to go to, not only for the athletic schedules, but for the academics and for sign-ups and know about summer courses.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think our website usually has the latest information in terms of what we're doing. A lot of people don't realize it, but we've added just this last year and coming into next year a couple of new majors that are just dynamite. There's a huge demand out there in the field for people. This fall we added a program in alcohol and substance abuse both at the undergraduate and the graduate level. There's a demand in the state for qualified counselors in that area, demand nationally for people in that area. This spring, we just started to advertise a new program that's going to be launched in the fall in criminal justice, another big growth area. Sad to say that in terms of society, but there's huge job opportunities in that area. And so Dr. Luis Garcia designed a program for us. Luis is on our staff. He heads that program up. He's had a tremendous amount of experience. I think he had 12 years working in Boston City Police Department as a researcher and a policy person. Just tremendous experience he brings to the table. He designed this program. It's going to be a really hot program. We've already got all kinds of student interest in it. So I agree with you that people should go to the website, check out some of these majors. And the other thing that we always talk about here, and I think you've seen it over the years, this whole notion of higher education on a first-name basis. This is a high-touch environment, lots of contact between our faculty and our students. In the same way you see coaching staff working with students on the court, our faculty are doing that in the classroom. So if somebody's looking for that kind of education, we deliver it day after day. And we appreciate support from people like you in recognizing what we do.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I love being
glad to have you here.
Thank you very much for being my halftime guest.
Oh, glad to be here.
I'll just shut the camera right off.
Okay, great.
Tell you right now, if you've got something to do, just go get it done and rush back to the television set. This is going to be one of those nail-biting rock and roll finishes, I can tell you right now. 31-28, CSJ with the lead. Each team had to lead on a couple different occasions in that first half of play, but it was played at a pretty fever pitch emotionally. And the gentleman with the basketball right now, number 23, Lewis Williams, playing with 3 fouls. 2 of them were offensive charges. Well, actually, they were offensive fouls. They couldn't be charged defensively. There's Holmes on the wheel, a little kick, and the fire and delivers. That was a pretty good move for a guy, I'm guessing probably was about 245, 250. Bailey will get the start in the backcourt. Ortega at the last second saw the ball coming. That'll go around and pop out, and we'll have to push the other way. He was looking for Brown on this side. And I'm not stuttering. There's a couple Browns on the roster out there. Number 14 is William Brown. And number 23, as I already mentioned, is Lewis Brown. And actually, there's Oscar Brown. So that will go up, and he'll get Oscar Brown will get the basket. And I want to correct myself. It's Lewis Williams, 23. Sometimes I get a little geared up as much as the players and get cranked up and get caught up emotionally and everything, and I have to settle down. So it goes 32-31. The lead will go back to Fisher College. This is a 3-ball. No. Hard off the back of the iron. Harrington up soft. No. Trying to use the glass. Carmel bump, got the foul. Rui Carmel with the offensive rebound. 21. Holmes will get called for the foul, and Rui Carmel will be at the line to shoot a couple.
On the line for CSJ to shoot a pair is number 31, Rui Carmel.
Yeah, so Carmel will settle in at the line. Starting the second half will be Loomis 24, Harrington 21, Ortega 33, Bailey 22, and of course at the line, Rui Carmel number 31. Come on. Yep, it'll drop in there for Rui. We'll be tied at 32, and that's the 3rd foul on Holmes. And that will bring number 4, Shamari Moore in. So Moore, number 4, will come in for Holmes, and he'll join his teammate with 3 fouls. Lewis Williams also with 3 fouls. Second shot up by Carmel, and the Saints have the lead back at 33-32. No pressure in the backcourt. Bailey will just pick up between circles. Williams will work it to the free throw line, go up, and no, couldn't get the bounce to happen his way. Ortega had it. They slapped it out of his hands, and the ball on the floor will be picked up, and I think it hit the inline. It did. Ball went out of bounds. Will be CSJ basketball. Bailey will get up gingerly and kind of have a slight limp. They have Bailey in the back court, and he's going to be isolated against number 14, William Brown. 3 different point guards used in that first half by Coach Graffam. Again, stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. Up and, oh, what a tough shot! He had just enough clearance not to have to call the control tower to get a landing permit for that one. And it'll be out of bounds, last touch by Bailey, and it'll be Williams, number 23 right there, right in front of his own bench, and he'll take the ball out of bounds and put it into play. 35-32, Saints by 3. I'm sorry. That's my Rutland High School education coming into play there. It's a 3-point lead, 35-32. Keeping the dribble alive on the edge, but not a lot of motion going on right now. And Rice on his far side of the court, number 15, you can see him right there. Again, they're trying to break down the defense. Nothing really happened. That was just a shot to beat the shot clock. Loomis saves it. Yes, Loomis saved it. He reached out and brought the ball back off from number 14, William Brown, and it'll be White basketball. Tell ya, that was a good race to the basketball right there. Loomis, of course, played for Pulteney High School, just 15 minutes down the road from CSJ. Harrington will go up, throw over the top of the defense, bring it back to Carmel. He'll fire it back on this side. Loomis, left-handed 3-ball! Loomis with that left-handed release will make it 38-32, lead at 6 for CSJ. We're down to 17.5 minutes to go in the second half. That's from the corner, and he'll get it. So Moore from the corner, able to rattle it in and cut the lead to 4, 38-34. Bailey matching up against Brown. They have Harrington on this edge of the defense on the arc. They tend to go down to Ortega, and he just backed his way in. Once you let Ortega make contact with you down on the blocks, he'll just use that rump of his to push you out and get space for the shot like that right there. In the corner to Rice. Rice being defended by Harrington. They'll bring the ball back up between circles to Brown, now to Rice. They want to post up, and that's going to be a foul on Carmel. Yeah, and the foul was delivered to Oscar Brown. So 33 will get the foul. Yeah, and the foul will be assessed to Rui Carmel. So Carmel now will pick up his first personal, and they'll have a break in the action to bring Oscar Parada, number 25, in the ballgame. And Parada is going to replace Ortega. Now, besides his rebounding power down inside, Parada has developed quite the three-point shot this season for CSJ. They got more on a little screenplay, but the bounce pass came up funny, and yeah, Harrington will pick up foul number 3. That was just a bad break. That bounce pass hits the floor evenly and comes to its target. There's no foul. Childs will come in for Harrington with the 3 fouls. He'll sit down with 16:52 to go in the basketball game. Childs was quite the spark off the bench for CSJ in that first half. Rice with the catch, and they'll just swing the ball back around. It's Brown to Brown, and now they'll go on that side to Williams. Yeah, got a whistle and a foul called away from the action. You can see the call very definitively made there. They have Valdez and Kimball coming out for CSJ, as Loomis will sit down along with Bailey. And J.J. Holmes, number 5, comes in the basketball game. He'll replace number 14, William Brown. That's a Fisher College change. I tell you, with the game being physical and fast and emotional, good job by the coaches keeping fresh bodies rotating them in and out of the basketball game. There's Childs with that explosive first step, up and got it! Double digits for Doug Childs. I'll tell you, and this is no knock to Childs, he's a lot quicker than he looks. Travel, yeah, Rice got it. The defense jumped out, took away the passing lane, and at the last second, that just left them hanging there. 42-34, 8-point lead for CSJ is the largest CSJ's enjoyed on the ball game. Again, Childs, though, started off the season not getting a lot of playing time, but man, he's earned a lot of playing time, and he's made the most of it. He has improved tremendously. Whoa! Doug Childs, I don't think it touched the rim, touched the net, touched anything but the hardwood when it went through the floor. There's Doug right there. 44-34, the first 10-point lead of the basketball game for either side. It belongs to CSJ. Hey, real quickly with a 30-second timeout, let me go through the roster for the CSJ basketball team as we take a peek in their huddle. Number 1 is Victor Valdez. Doug Childs is 5. Jeff Heiser, 10. Number 11, Lewis Watkins. 14, Ryan Kimball. Wearing number 15 is Zach Durkee. Tyler Harrington, 21. Rich Bailey, 22. Bill Fuel, number 23. 24 is Nick Loomis. Oscar Prado is 25. Rui Carmo is 31. And of course, the big man, 33, Rich Ortega. And it's just my humble opinion, but I think the officials have done a good job here. This has been a fast, physical, furious basketball game. They have kept things in place and pretty equal on the floor also. But all of a sudden, a 10-point lead with 16-16 to go in the second half of play. CSJ with the lead. The only person in foul trouble for CSJ, a very important person, but Tyler Harrington with 3 personal fouls. Again, that's the first horn, and again, it's Seniors Appreciation Day. All the seniors were acknowledged and honored on the CSJ bench. And I'd like just to take this opportunity to extend my best wishes to the seniors, not only for CSJ, but also for Fisher College. And they'll have the basketball, Fisher will. It'll be Oscar Brown, 33. He'll bring the ball on the play to J.J. Holmes, and he'll have a free pass to the front court, at least to the midcourt logo. That's where Kimball will pick him up. It's a man-to-man defense being played by CSJ right now. And they've shown 3 or 4 different looks defensively. Rice with the grab, they'll bring it back to Williams. Williams to Rice, passed up the 3-ball. They're playing loose on him out there. And again, that man-to-man defense is just wreaking havoc with the shot selections and the decision-making process of Fisher College. As shot clock winding down, they'll settle for the jumper from the inside the arc, and Valdez lost it off his foot out of bounds. Valdez with 4 boards on the evening. He's got 2 offensive rebounds. Again, there's only 2 seconds on the shot clock. There's no change of possession. That's what they're talking about. Valdez never possessed it. They're going to discuss it, but what they're talking about is the ball didn't hit the rim on the initial shot, and there was no change of possession. Or at least in my opinion, Valdez never possessed the ball. Oh, what a... Well, that was a quick possession then, because he bobbled it, and lost it out of bounds. But they'll get a new shot clock. The whole deal is they'll get a new shot clock out of it now. Holmes made an irrelevant point. He caught and shot within 2 seconds. Boy, look at Valdez down the sideline, through the press, to the front court, to the free throw line. And he will go down inside to Carmo, up and Rui Carmo! Oh, what a beautiful push by Valdez. That's what gave Carmo the chance to get down low before the defense could react to Carmo. They had to react to Valdez. And we've got a foul called. 46-37, CSJ with the lead. 15-16 to go on the clock. And Valdez will pick up the foul.
Number 1, Victor Valdez.
And I believe that's going to be number 1 on Valdez.
First foul on Victor.
So Williams will take the ball out of bounds for Fisher College, number 23. Williams looking. We'll bring it into Oscar Brown. He'll put it on the floor, work against Carmel, who had Doug Childs coming from behind and knock the ball away. J.J. Holmes will pick it up. They'll go to Rice. He wants the baseline, and that's denied. He'll go inside the free throw line and can't get the little jumper to fall. Ball battled for. Carmel will be held up. Jump ball. And white basketball. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, they're pointing CSJ basketball. Ortega will come in for Parada for CSJ. Now, Fisher College last year won the whole shooting match. They won the Sunrise Conference tournament and went to the Nationals. I'll tell you what, these 2 teams could easily meet in the playoffs, in the tournament again. Valdez flips the ball over on this side to Childs. They'll go down to Carmel. They'll come across. Kimball, no. Ortega puts it on the floor, will twist. That's going to be blocked, fouled. They got him with the body. They didn't get him on the block, but they got him down low with the body. That foul will be called on Shamari Moore.
Foul whistle on number 4, Shamari Moore. Going to the line, shooting a pair.
That's Ortega, who's done very well from the free throw line this afternoon. Remember, he made both technical fouls toward the end of that first half of play. As Morales, number 20, coming into the ballgame for Fisher College, and Durkee, number 15, will be coming in for CSJ. That was Moore's first personal foul. 46-37, and it'll be Rui Carmo coming out, and that's who Durkee will replace for the Saints.
Get it and go!
Yeah, so Ortega on the second shot. Can't get it. Stays 10 points, 47-37. Rice with the rebound, and he's going to bring the ball into play himself. He'll set it up on the front court. Morales with the touch will go to Williams. He'll go to the bucket. It'll rim out on him. Good shot, just didn't drop. Good choice. He was open, and that's his shot. He can those. Valdez. Oh, great pass to Kimball. He couldn't get the reversal. There's Durkee. Up. Durkee got it! And you know what's making it all possible? It's the quick push down the floor by Valdez. 49-37, 12-point lead with 14 minutes to go in the basketball game. Williams, post up, got it. They realized the matchup favored Fisher College and Williams. Valdez tried to draw the foul and couldn't do it. Jump ball. Kimball tied up by, well, one of his J.J. Moore and the other is Williams, 23. So Harrington with the 3 fouls and all will come in. He'll replace Childs, number 5. Fisher College in the dark blue uniforms will bring the ball into play from the baseline. They run that box formation. And Oscar Brown, oh, they should deliver the ball. Oscar Brown, 33, popped open, and they had an easy bunny shot. But I tell you what, Ortega met the screen and made him pay for it. Up, Brown, no. Rebound, Brown on the floor once. Up, yes. That was hard work by Brown. Valdez to Harrington. The defender will go by, and oh, he'll miss a little bunny, and I think he touched the last. Harrington did everything right. He let the defender go flying by, patiently set himself, but just missed the shot. I've seen him dunk the ball in practice. He should have just hammered it. 49-41. Of course, that comes from a little man like me who can't make a layup, let alone dunk the basketball. So a nice run put together here by Fisher College. Not that the momentum has swung, but it's leveled off. Williams, no, weak side rebound. Kimball got it between 2 blue jerseys. Kimball with the push. Kimball to the free throw line. He'll pull up, let it fly. Got it! What did it again? The quick push down the floor. The defense was retreating back. And Kimball will get the blocking foul. Good call. Good call. Good job, right? Good sportsmanship. Yep.
Blocking foul. What's against number 14?
Yeah, I'm seeing him want the ball slide out. It should be in front of the Fisher College bench. And that's where Williams, 23, Lewis Williams, will bring the ball out of bounds. Durkee will sit down as Rui Carmel able to steal about 2.5 minutes of rest on that particular substitution. Stack formation, they'll just break. Morales will get the touch. He'll go back to Rice, and all that chatter in the background is CSJ's defense communicating with each other. Bill Fuel at the scores table for CSJ. He'll get set to make an appearance in the basketball game. Williams with plenty of time on the shot clock, 22 seconds left on the shot clock this particular possession. Holmes catches, squares, fires, front rim. Carmel with the rebound. He'll find Kimball one-on-one down the court. Kimball is going to go all the way in. The offensive foul. Oh, a blocking foul. That's 4 on Williams. The only reason I was premature with my call was the fact that Kimball dropped the shoulder.
Number 23, Lewis Williams, going to the line.
So Kimball will be awarded 2 shots, and that's a big 4th foul on Williams. That will be good. So coming in the ball game with number 3, Derek Hall will replace Williams for Fisher College. Fuel will replace Valdez for CSJ. And Kimball on the second shot. 52-41. 53-41 CSJ. He's got a sub coming in. Yeah, Holmes will come in, number 21. Yeah, Holmes 21 in the ball game. He's playing with 3 fouls also. And the Saints. Oh, they're not going to allow Holmes to come in the ball game. Okay. So Holmes will be stuck at the scorers table, and J.J. Holmes with the basketball. I don't mean Holmes, I mean 21. Yeah, there's 2 Holmes out there. That's J.J. with the shot. No, front rimmed it. Shot selection right now not working out very well for Fisher College. And the foul, count it! It's going to be good! Kimball's ignited this team here in the last few minutes. What a powerful move by Kimball, and he got the finish.
Number 3, Derek Hall, the basket by Ryan Kimball.
Oh yeah, I get excited over stuff like that. Now they'll allow number 21, Trevor Holmes, to come in. And Morales Carlos will come out of the ballgame. Number 20, that's a Fisher College change. 5 is J.J. Holmes. That's what confused me. 21 is Trevor Holmes. And Kimball with a 55-41 lead, trying to make it a 15-point lead, will not. He'll leave it on the front of the rim this time. So it stays 55-41 Saints. Here comes Rice with the basketball. He'll give it off to Oscar Brown, and Carmel's going to get the blocking foul. That's a good call. It was an unnecessary foul that far away from the basket against the man who hasn't shot that far out today. But the energy on the court right now, just electric. It's going to be Rui's second personal foul. So Harrington playing with 3, Carmel playing with 2. That ball's caught in the corner by Hall to Rice. They'll bring it to Holmes. 12 minutes even to go in the basketball game. They'll kick the ball back out. Hall wants to penetrate. He'll stop. There's the catch by J.J. Holmes. Shot clock down to 17 seconds. That's not an issue. And Ortega stepped out to help Kimball on the double team. Yeah, I want to see it's going to be J.J. Holmes bringing the ball out of bounds. He gets set, and Hall will pop free, and that's Bill Fuel on him, number 23 defensively. I'll tell you what, everything happening from the outside offensively. Well, I say that, and they'll go down inside. There's the cut, and the fouls. That time, they got away from what was not working. The outside, way outside perimeter shot. They work it inside, and didn't get the basket, but they'll get 2 free throws out of the deal.
Shooting for Fisher, number 15, Stephen Russ.
Yeah, so Rice will stop the clock with 11:38 to get his free throws off here. 55-41, and Rice's first attempt about to be delivered. Now it's a 3rd foul on Rui Carmel. Now bring Oscar Parada into the ball game for CSJ. That shot good. And it'll be Parada for Carmel. Cuts the lead to 13 at 55-42. As Rice will eye the basket, take his time, and the shot will be up. And good. Parada will bring the ball out of bounds. He'll find Kimball in the middle of the floor. Kimball weaving his way around, and wow, everybody had a chance, but couldn't take the ball away from him. Oh, look at the big man set his feet. Fuel will try it. No. Rims out, and the rebound will come down and be controlled by Fisher College. And actually, it's going to be controlled by Hall, number 3. Hall to Rice. Rice been hesitant to pop him from the outside. And that time he has to get help. They'll get the touch. He'll reactivate the dribble. He'll go baseline. 8-footer's good. Looked much better on the slash right there. Kimball made an angle to get the ball. There's the steal, and Rice will lose it out of bounds. No. It's going to be Fisher College basketball as they crank up the pressure with the defensive intensity here, and that's going to make it a 10-point game with 11 minutes to go, and they've got a chance to bring it down below double digits. Rice, again, will pass up the 3-point shot. Hall. That's J.J. Holmes. They'll go down inside. Holmes? No. Holmes? No. One more time. Holmes? No! Yes! 4 chances! 4 chances, and they finally got it. There's Kimball. He'll break the press, keep control of the basketball, go baseline to Fuel, and they're going to call an offensive foul. That's a good call. That's a very good call. Yeah, that's a good call. But timeout, CSJ. It's a good timeout because the lead has gone down to 8, and they're playing a little more out of control. They're playing more at the tempo that Fisher College wants the game played at. So they'll take a full timeout with 10:37 to go in the basketball game, up by 8. So Fisher College putting together a run of their own right now. And Loomis at the scores table. He'll be coming in for CSJ. And again, 23 on the shot clock. That's not an issue. There's Rice on the drive. Fires. Tough shot. Tough shot. Rebound kept alive by Holmes. He'll miss it. Boy, I got a bunch of calls. Bunch of calls they can make here. I don't know which one they're going to get. Okay. Parada will pick up the foul. It's a push, so it's a foul on the floor before any of those shots took place. On the line, shooting for Fisher, number 21, Trevor Holmes. So Holmes will go to the line, but it's the 1-and-1 instead of the 2 shots, like if he was fouled in the act of shooting. So he'll be at the line, and he'll get set here to put it up. Lead at 8, 10, 11 to go, but the momentum totally on Fisher College's side right now. He'll get it. And they want a sub to come in the basketball game. It's going to be Valdez for fuel.
Number 1, Victor Valdez.
So we'll get set for the second shot and gets them both. Leads at 6 points, 55-49. Loomis with the catch will get it to Valdez. Valdez, ball came up around his chin and they didn't make a call, and that brought the bench up for Fisher College. Valdez was the reason that CSJ was able to build up the big lead. Ortega to the hole, got it. I gotta tell you, that's a good no call by the officials. It takes a lot more than that little tiny bump to make a big guy like Trevor Holmes go down. But, you know, you gotta try to sell the call too on looking at Holmes' side of the thing. Rice penetrates, foul. And I believe it's going to be on Valdez. Blocking foul, 1-and-1. So Rice will go to the line. That's the 9th team foul.
Number 31 is checked back in for CSJ.
So Carmel coming back in with the 3 personal fouls. So okay, I'm all done jiggling the camera. I was doing some equipment adjustment. And that is the 19th foul. So Carmel comes back in with 3 personal fouls. As we get set for this shot to be put up, and Rice, very patient. Oh, Carmel went up with one hand. Fundamental breakdown, yeah. Most of the time, Rui will make that play, but he went up with the one hand and couldn't control the ball, go out of bounds to Fisher College. It's an 8-point lead for CSJ, and Derek Cowell will bring the ball into play now. He looks for J.J. Holmes, and they followed him all the way around. That ball will be tipped, comes to Oscar Brown. They'll go to Trevor Holmes, now to J.J. Holmes. See Harrington with 3, Carmel with 3 for CSJ. Good defense by Loomis, and again, you can see Rice pass up the 3 ball. Good step out by Ortega. Ball fake, penetration, up over the top of the defender. Didn't hit the rim, but it didn't matter. He's going to get it. That's Oscar Brown with the basket. Loomis to Valdez. Good press break in the front court to Harrington. 3-pointer up. Got it! Tyler Harrington! Oh, it took Tyler a while to get that down, but he came at a great time, and that will make it a 60-51 basketball game with 8:52 to go in regulation. Oh, it's just been a good game, people. Oh, see what, like I said, if you miss CSJ basketball in person all this year, you are all set for next year now. You've seen how good, how exciting it is, how good it is, the crowd participation. College basketball right in your backyard. Carmel got sealed off at the free throw line, waits for Loomis to come on the weave, gives it to Harrington, says he's feeling it. Nope. It's going to be a 1-and-out. It's Trevor Holmes will get the ball, hand it off to J.J. Holmes. He'll go up ahead now to Rice. Rice with the basketball. Rice works his way down inside the arc. We'll kick it back on the edge. They'll bring it to Hall. Hall between circles, this side to Oscar Brown. Brown takes the bump, might have traveled, got away with it, and got fouled. It's going to be 4 on Carmel. Bad break for Carmel because he shuffled his feet several times. On the arm, and they'll send Oscar Brown to the line to shoot a couple.
Going to the line, shooting 2 for Fisher, number 33, Oscar Brown.
So Brown looking to cut into that 9-point deficit for Fisher College. Got it. Yeah, Jeff Heiser coming in for Rui Carmel for CSJ. Nance, number 50, coming in for Fisher College. Number 14, William Brown, coming in for Fisher College. So a couple changes made at the 8:08 mark. Going to get the benefit of the bounce on the second one. Valdez in the corner will swing the ball up to Loomis. Loomis with the catch into the front court. Hits the trailer, it's Harrington. He wants Valdez, he'll just shuffle the ball off to him on the right side. Ortega will hold outside the edge. He's on the arc and he waits for Harrington to come back up between circles. Ortega, with a long dramatic pause, will give the ball off to Loomis. 18 on the shot clock, and Valdez will just pull the ball back out between circles. Harrington wants to dump it down inside to Ortega. He wants to post up Nance, does. Didn't get the shot to happen though. He was soft on the delivery after all that work. Good post up maneuver though. That's just Brown on the basketball. He'll go to Hall. The defender was Loomis, came flying through the air. And see Harrington? Good job, didn't overcommit. That's Oscar Brown with the basketball. And boy, I tell you what, he took a travel and a half. Nance couldn't get to the basketball. Heiser has a squirt between his legs, and it'll be a new shot clock. J.J. Holmes thought about the three, pulled it back down, and go to Brown. Brown wants to go low post and kick defensively. Yeah, defensive kick. What happens? Oh, George called travel up top. George Cook called a different call, and it was a big time travel. Okay, good call. Good job by the officials getting together. Childs number 5, Kimball number 14 coming back in the ball game as Harrington and Loomis will sit down for CSJ. Yeah, and Doug Childs will take the basketball out of bounds. Now, every time Childs is coming to the ball game, something positive has happened. Let's hope he keeps that trend up. On the dribble, it comes across to Valdez. There's the hook shot. Oh, Ortega! 62-53, and I told you they were going to post the big man up the next time down, and they did. They just switched sides of the paint. They liked the matchup down there. That's up, and same team, and Heiser will come out with the ball. Oscar Brown slow to get off the floor for Fisher College. This is Kimball. There's the catch, and the hold by Valdez. Valdez staying alive. Valdez with the crossover and got fouled. Went flying through the air and got fouled. Yeah, J.J. Holmes will pick up the foul. And I'm looking, is it shot check? No, it's only the 16th foul. Foul on the baseline, they're very definitive about it. That's going to be the second foul on Holmes and the 6th on the team. 62-53. And that's when they're going to bring Trevor Holmes, number 21, will come in for Nance, number 50 for Fisher College. Ortega just has to drop the ball off to Doug Childs. That's Valdez. Nice catch by Heiser. And there's the catch, the shot. No, Kimball off the mark. Holmes over the top to Brown. Brown front court, got 2-on-2. And got a great job. Great job of selling the spot. Valdez down the floor, got the spot, got the call. No shots coming up. Player control foul. And it's going to be Heiser taking the ball out of bounds. They'll put Oscar Brown on the ball, trying to deny the inbounds pass. And Valdez will make the catch and flip it to Kimball. Don't forget, we got the White Birch Realty Player of the Game coming up. Oh, and Heiser upset with the whole thing. We're going to have a timeout taken.
Timeout.
30-second timeout taken by CSJ. 6 minutes straight up to go. 62-53 CSJ with the lead. So right in front of the scores table, you'll see Fisher College bring the ball into play. That website again for Channel 15 is www.PEGTV.com. And then give you all the scheduling information, duplication information, and also they have this new thing where you can click on the web and watch a game or a program or anything you want. Rice baseline up, and no! Ortega will rip the ball out of there. 5.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. 9-point lead for CSJ. Childs matched up against Holmes. That's number 5 against number 5. They'll bring the ball back to Kimball. He'll stand at the logo and put the ball on the floor. He'll work it to the left side. Kimball kills the dribble, kind of in no man's land. We'll go back to Rich Ortega. 11 on the shot clock. Ortega. Not a lot happening offensively for CSJ on this trip. They'll go to Childs, and shot clock winding down. Nance, no, it's Oscar Brown. Brown will be fouled. Yep. Kimball will roll over. That was an ugly possession. Kimball called for the foul, and that will be double bonus. They're over 10 team fouls. I'm not sure. I think Oscar Brown will take the shots, number 33. So yeah, Brown will head to the line and he'll take the shots. And at the scorer's table will be Lewis Williams. He's going to come back in the ball game for Fisher College with the 4 fouls. And they've spotted him well. They're down just 9 with 4:59 to go. And Rui Carmo will be coming in with 4 fouls also for CSJ. That shot will be good. Harrington will also join them.
Number 31, Rui Carmo. Number 21, Tyler Harrington. In for the Fisher Falcons, number 23, Lewis Williams.
So a lot of subs coming in. Like I said, each coach has done a nice job in keeping fresh legs in there and using the bench. 62-54, 62-55. Oh yeah, this thing's going to go right down to the wire. Kimball likes that edge of the court. I don't know why. It's getting predictable though. Harrington attacks the hoop, fakes up, got it. Nice job by Harrington. Saw the spot was there, took it. Pump fake, defender in the air, going to take 2 shots now from the free throw line.
Number 21, Trevor Holmes.
So the big man, Tyler Harrington, heading to the line. And yeah, Tyler, I don't want to jinx him, but usually very, very good from the free throw line. They need him now. Keep the points coming. He'll get it. And Morales will be allowed to come into the basketball game. He'll replace Trevor Holmes, and Morales will wear number 20 in the dark blue for Fisher College. And 63-55, second shot on the way from Harrington. Got it. Brown working against the trap. Carmel's got 4 fouls, don't forget. He's got to be careful. Timeout called by the Fisher College bench. That was a good timeout because they were in no man's land down there. I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Timeout. 30 seconds. Okay, I want to tell you about the show Sports Speed. It's on Channel 15. It's on, well, it's been on since November of 1995. It's my talk show, and yeah, it's got sports on it, but it covers a lot of different areas also. We can do a cooking show, a woodworking show, a craft show, and sports. So turn it on. It's on Mondays at 4:30, Tuesdays at 5:30 in the afternoon, and then Thursday nights at 9 p.m. And so that was a timeout of necessity by Fisher College. They didn't want to turn the ball over. Don't forget with that shot clock in college, it's not like high school where you can just hold the clock and milk it out. CSJ, I mean, you got to keep playing because there's going to be more possessions mathematically with that 35-second shot clock. It's a 64-55 ball game. Brown to Williams, almost stolen away. That was Valdez. Tell ya, Valdez and Childs right now, the leading candidates for White Birch Realty Player of the Game. Williams will become open, and that's Valdez on him. Now they'll bring the ball to Brown, number 14, William Brown. Kimball working against him. Oh, what a steal by Kimball. He's got the numbers. He's got the push. They give it to Carmel. Got it! Defense turns into offense almost instantly for CSJ. Rice, boy, they're pushing the ball almost out of control. Williams matched up against Valdez. We'll give the ball back to Brown. 4:19 to go in regulation, and Brown gets the pass to Williams. He stands at the arc, gets the baseline, goes up, and got it! Williams with the big bucket. 66-57 CSJ. Valdez, they never stop the ball. Harrington will tip it to himself after trying to make the bucket, and got a white basketball. And Valdez, I don't know if he's hurt or just more upset with himself. Well, a timeout taken by CSJ. Full timeout. George Cook will wind it up. It's going to be a full timeout taken by Coach Graffam and CSJ. That's Ortega. Looking. No option except to go to Carmel. He'll make the leaping grab. Kimball, no. Look at Harrington, Sky for the rebound. They'll recycle the shot clock. They'll take some more time off the clock right now. 3:47 and counting. They'll go inside to Carmel, got the position. He'll turn and up, and no! Oh, that was right there for Rui. Just couldn't can it. Down the floor, foul Valdez. That was a good push by Fisher College. Their good push is what created that problem defensively for CSJ. On the arm. 3:47 fouls on Valdez. 3 on Harrington, 4 on Carmel. And Bill Fuel will be at the score table. He'll come in on the second shot for CSJ as William Brown will be up, and no. And that will bring Valdez out of the basketball game. I'm not sure if Rich Bailey feels well today. He hasn't played an awful lot out there. So Brown will get set on the second shot. Got it. 66-58. Kimball cautiously into the front court. And Bill Fuel with the basketball, and he'll just dump it out to Carmel. Rui Carmel to Harrington. Now they're going to run motion up top. They're going to work the shot clock. Always risky to do it with over 4 minutes to go. Carmel will get it. 3:15 to go in the basketball game. The lead back to 10. 68-58. J.J. Holmes at the score table for Fisher College. 3-ball Williams. No. Rebound up. Yes. That was Oscar Brown. Nobody put a body on him. Or take it to Harrington, and he'll go past the defender on the sideline. Harrington to Kimball to the bucket. Yes! They push it the other way and get the basket. 70-60 CSJ. Morales, Williams. Fuel's got a tough matchup on that side with Williams. Rice wants to does. Blocking foul on Kimball. Yeah, and that's going to be 2 more shots coming up from the free throw line for Fisher College, and Rice will be the recipient of the free throws.
I mean, Ryan Kimball, 14, whistle for a foul.
And the good thing about this for Fisher College is, A, it's clock stops for you, and it allows you to score points without the clock moving. So 70-60, and big shots coming up for Rice, number 15. Again, this is the last regular season home game for CSJ, and they're off to the tournament. That'll be good. Cuts the lead to 9. Now Holmes and Holmes will check in. Trevor Holmes, number 21, and number 5, J.J. Holmes, coming in for Fisher College. The second shot by Rice. This will make it an 8-point basketball game. And he won't happen. Kimball with those, it was a flat rebound, came back to Kimball. 9-point Bulge with 2:34 to go in the basketball game. Fuel matched up against J.J. Holmes. Gives the ball off to Kimball to Ortega. Ortega looking for Carmel, and that just wasn't an option this time as they followed him nicely through the paint. They had some high-low defense on him. Fuel in the corner. Carmel, no. Long and strong and well off the mark, and here comes Rice. Rice into the front court. Up and got it. Good no call. CSJ lead down to 7. Fuel will spin away from the pressure and get the ball taken away. Rice up, foul, no foul called. Rice going to call for the on the floor. It's going to be 2 shots regardless. Kimball will pick up the foul, and I'm just wondering how long before they bring your Valdez or Bailey back in the basketball game. They'll bring Valdez in. Yep. Right now, that's just a tough matchup for Fuel at the point guard position. And Kimball has fouled out. I'm sorry, I missed that. Kimball fouled out with 5 fouls. I tell you, he played a super ball game. So Valdez will go in for Fuel, and Childs will come in for Kimball. And Fisher College with 1:57 to work with, down 7, but a chance to cut into that here from the free throw line. And again, St. Joe's have been over the 10-team limit for quite a while now. First shot up by Rice. No. They've missed their last 2 free throws. And in a comeback and in a tight ball game, everything is huge. So Rice, after a lengthy pre-shot ritual, will be up and got it. Gets 1 of 2. Makes it a 2-possession game. 2 3-pointers. Carmel killed the dribble, and he'll throw in the front court to Harrington. Harrington wants to go down to Childs, so he'll catch it on the edge by the arc, and Carmel, and they'll work at the Valdez. And again, they're taking more deliberate possession times now, and that's always a hit or miss situation. Leads down to 6. It was much higher when they started this. Carmel will just dribble back, take the bump by Brown, and boy, they're close to the 5 count. Carmel has the ball stripped away. Yeah, they've taken themselves out of offensive rhythm by stalling the ball. Count it! down to 4 and a chance to make it. Basket's good. Yeah, lead to 4, can make it 3. And what's happened, and I'm not criticizing, I've just seen it happen so often. CSJ has been their own worst enemy by stalling the ball. They've taken themselves out of an offensive rhythm and have helped fuel this comeback by Fisher College. It's a hit or miss when you do that. If it works, you're a genius. If it doesn't, everybody like me questions you. Well, I'm not questioning you, I'm just pointing out an observation. It's a 3-point basketball game with just 1:15 to go. Valdez with the ball, he'll get off to Harrington. There's 35, well, he just started the shot clock, wow. Carmel, up, Carmel, short jumper, got it. His defender fell down. Brown looking for a call, but he fell down. 5-point lead with 1 minute even to go in the basketball game. Williams up, Williams short. Williams to Holmes, and he was out of bounds. 51 seconds to go, and I don't want to question Williams' shot, but the bench is telling him shot, thinking shot choices. We'll have a timeout taken by CSJ. I like it. With 51, we'll just recap the 30-second timeout. There is 51.8 seconds to go in regulation. The score is 72-67, CSJ with the lead. Foul situation, pretty much, it's going to be 2 shots the rest of the way for Fisher College. Fisher College with just 18 fouls, so they still have 1 more to commit before they go to the double bonus. Timeout situation, I'm not aware of it, but I got a feeling that CSJ is down to their last timeout. Fisher College, I believe, has 3 timeouts left. Again, the website for PEGTV Channel 15 is an easy one to remember. It's www.PEGTV.com. And not only can they give you the schedule on that website, they also have a new feature of where you can click onto the web and watch programming, whether it's a game or whatever. So that's kind of cool. So you're a real local leader in sports. Brings you youth basketball tournaments, 5th and 6th grade basketball up to college basketball, hockey at all levels, you name it, is PEGTV, Munger Vision actually. So Carmel will look to get the ball into Ortega. Rich will make the catch in the corner, and he'll throw over the top to Valdez. They have a 2-on-0. Childs. Oh, yeah, there's the foul. I know they were supposed to stall the ball, but when you've got a wide open layup, there was nobody between him and the basket. And I think that's what Coach Grafton's kind of smirking over. He wanted the ball pulled out, but I don't think he ever dreamed they'd have a 2-on-0.
Now shooting for the Fighting Saints, number 5, Doug Childs.
So Doug Childs, again with a 1-on-1, that's the 9th foul. No. And it's going to be off from Harrington, out of bounds to Fisher College. So I'm looking at it, they gave up a 2-point layup and missed the free throw. They came out at a negative. 40.8 seconds to go, timeout taken by Fisher College. One 30-second timeout left in this. They'll get 1 more if they go to overtime, but let's bite our tongue there. 35 seconds to go in regulation. It's a 5-point ball game. You don't want to fall. Believe me, the last thing CSJ probably talked about was, one of the first things they probably talked about was no foul. Holmes up, fouled. Well, Parada will get the foul. No, Childs, 5. Childs, I'm sorry. Oscar's not in the ballgame. The 3-point shot taken by Lewis Williams was an air ball. CSJ couldn't control the rebound. The ball then went to Trevor Holmes. He made the 2-point basket and got fouled, so they have a chance to get the 3-point play. Just took a different route to get there. No, he'll miss it. Rebound will be off from the foot. It should be blue ball. It is. Yeah, it went off from the foot of Harrington. 3-point game. It's a 1-possession game with 22.3 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Fisher College. No, they don't need a 3-point shot if they take a 2-point shot early enough in the time. But they're running motion up top, almost limiting their options. 3-pointer for the tie. No. It'll be saved. Blue basketball. And we have a timeout taken by Fisher College. So let's set the table here with Fisher College. They'll have 7.5 seconds to work with. down 3 points. Now, they got possession of the ball with 22.4 seconds to go. That's when I said, not that it matters, but that's when I said they didn't need a 3-point shot. Imagine if they score with 18 seconds to go, a 2-point shot, then they can play defense against CSJ, maybe get a steal or a 5-second count, or have to foul at that point. But they've limited themselves now with the way they ran the offense. They have to take a 3-point shot now. Well, you don't have to do anything in this world. The options point toward a 3-point shot. Remember, Trevor Holmes, there's no R in his name, it's T-R-E-V-A. Trevor Holmes just had an opportunity for a 3-point play because he got the rebound, put the shot up, made it, and got fouled. So there is the opportunity still to get a fluky play where you take a 2-point shot and get fouled. They're going to bring Derek Hall into the basketball game, number 3 for Fisher College, because he can hit the 3-ball. So that was a full timeout taken, 72-69, 7.5 seconds to go for Fisher College. They'll have the ball in the corner on the baseline. Got each team with 1 timeout left. They're going to put Harrington on the pass. Yeah. To try to make it a tougher pass. That's Rice with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Williams with the drive. They'll give it off to Hall. This is for the tie. It's going to be an air ball, and Ortega will be fouled with 0.2 of a second. And Ortega will hustle down to the other end of the floor to take the shots.
Number 15, Steven Rice.
So Rice will get the foul, and basically they're going to pull. They should pull everybody off the box to rebound. That's what do. All the Saints are off the box. So we have to start thinking. I have to start thinking about the White Birch Realty players of the game, and I'm going to go with a double. I'm going to go with 2 different players here. Victor Valdez and Doug Childs will be the players of the game for CSJ, and that shot will seal the deal. 73-69, and CSJ in a hard-fought game is going to get the win here over Fisher College, barring a miraculous finish. Yeah, they're going to add 0.2 of a second to the clock and make it 0.4. Okay, so. All right. So again, it's going to be a moot point, the time on the clock, at 0.4 of a second if he makes his free throw. Because there is always the option to make the catch. Miss the shot, get a 3-point shot the other way for Fisher and get fouled, and that's a 4-point play. I mean, there's always options. Drop, baby. Yeah, won't matter. 5-point game. 74-69. They'll make the touch. The horn will sound. And congratulations to the Saints. We'll have our post-game show with the White Birch Realty players of the game. Realty players of the game. I'll just squeeze in right between you 2 guys. And now, see, we're low budget, so I'll take the microphone. There we go. We got Victor Valdez.
How you doing?
Oh, nice game.
Thank you.
Doug Childs, great game. One thing I want to talk about is the start of the ball game. 6-0, Fisher College got the lead. They brought you in the basketball game. You seem to provide that spark. When the season started off, you weren't getting a lot of playing time, but as each game passed, you got more and more playing time, and boy, you contributed. Do you feel the same way as the season went along?
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, I wasn't really doing my job. Coach expected a lot out of me, and he had a long talk with me one day, and I finally realized that in order for it to win, I have to have a good season. So I took that into consideration, and I started playing good from here on out.
Well, you came in, you hit a 3-ball, a couple perimeter shots, you had 7 quick points. When you come off the bench that prepared, what are you focusing on? Because that was instant offense.
Yeah, I try to watch the game when I'm on the bench. I'd rather come off the bench than start. And coming off the bench for me is I could provide like a real good spark for the team because I'm a real good scorer. I can do everything. I can shoot the ball. I can go drop to the basket. I can set people up for the offense. So that's what I try to do when I go to the game.
Okay, and then Victor on the other side of it. Rich Bailey got the start. Usually you come in and spell him at the point guard position. He used 3 different point guards with Bill Fuel today. But I thought you ran the point of all the 3 of them. You were the spark on the point guard. You were able to set the offense. But your rebounding got me. You had 2 quick offensive rebounds, turned them into points, and you had a lot of defensive boards. I thought this was the best game I've seen you play all year at home.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had to win this game. This was a big game. Rich Bailey was hurt. He hurt his ankle when we went up to New York, so I knew I had to step up and just help my team out. I'm not much of a scorer. I'm just out there, you know what I mean, playing, hustling all the time, and I'm just glad we got this W for the seniors today, Rich Ortega, Rich Bailey, and Nick Loomis. It's a big win for the school, for everybody. We just wanted it so bad because we want to go to the banquet, and we want to take the championship this year.
Oh, absolutely. But it's a good, like you said, it's a good finish here for the fans at home, for the start of the tournament, but it also showed the depth of the team and team chemistry. You guys, you know, starting or not starting, it doesn't matter. Everybody contributed. And maybe just talk a little bit about, as the season went along, did the chemistry get better and better, you think?
Yeah, the chemistry was always there. It was just, you know, I mean, a matter of time till we just got it together and we just gelled, because with coach's philosophy, we all get to play as a team effort. It's not only one player, it's not Rui Carmel, it's not Richard Taker, it's the team. So, you know what I mean, it just took us a matter of time to finally get into sync again, and when we do, it's a problem. We're hard to beat. Absolutely.
Now the ankle, you can't see it, but you got it all taped up. Serious thing, or day by day, or what?
I think it's day by day. I just twisted it at the end of the game. That was all. It kind of hurts, but I'll fight through it. I'll be ready for the playoffs.
All right, well, I'll let you get off the ankle because I'm not helping your cause. Again, players of the game for White Birch Realty, great job, great ball game.
Come out, see us. Yeah. We're going to win next year too.
That's the way to end it. I like that. I like that. Nice job.
Thank you.